before we start to talk about emission of qi, we're going to go over a brief technique of detection. And to detect qi, we use the heart of palm, okay, which is pericardium 8 right here, and that is indicated right here in my little chart that I drew. And the first thing that we're looking at here on the chart is excess qi. Now with excess qi, you'll usually be able to see it. It'll be, the area will be either red or a darker color than normal. It could be dark red or light red, something to that effect. But the biggest thing is when you're using your hand to slowly move across and detect it, is that as you're emitting qi, you'll be able to feel it. And this is what it'll feel like. The heart of palm will emit qi onto the tissue, okay? When there's an excessive condition, the qi that you emit will come down, hit the resistance, okay, and be deflected off. It'll feel like something wants to push your hand away from it, or you'll feel energy hitting you back in the heart of palm or somewhere else in the hand. And so then you can hover right over that spot, relax, using the fireball technique, and balance it out using the half lotus. So this is excessive qi, and over here we have deficient qi. And again, the same thing, we use the heart of palm to go slowly over the qi, or the tissue, feeling for the qi. And as we do that, we will feel a pulling sensation. Now, not pulling our hand, but pulling energy out of our hand. It just builds up a sensitivity. It's not very difficult to get the hang of. We keep doing this until the valley basically is filled up to the correct level. So the same thing with resistant qi, we continue to hold over that and balance that out until the mountain goes away and I can no longer feel energy pushing or pulling on either one in my hand. Once I've done that, then the area is balanced out. And so then there should be no more pain because there's proper flow of blood and qi. Okay, now doing the half lotus, which is going to be our first emission technique. Okay, a half lotus is one half of a fireball technique. All right, we're going to take the half lotus and we're going to charge it up in the fireball technique, and I'm going to slowly move over, holding about 4 to 6 inches away from the area that I'm scanning. As I'm doing this, I move very slowly and feel for any kind of energy disruption, whether it be pulling energy or pushing energy. Now right here in the lower back, okay, I'm feeling pulling energy. That means that Dan is probably experiencing some mild to moderate pain of a dull, aching nature in the lower lumbar and sacrum area. Now I can hold my hand here in my relaxed, grounded position, and the hole or deficiency will close up because it is pulling energy from my hand. And as I feel the hole closing up, I simply continue to move and find other holes in that area. And when I feel the hole completely closed up, then I will remove my hand, and that area is now balanced out. So it'll take just another couple seconds here to balance this out. I turn my hand and I throw off any excess qi so that I don't contract anything from Dan, and I come back and check again. Now I feel a nice healthy glow around this area, and I can check with my other hand to confirm that. Okay, balance that out. Okay, get rid of that. Shake out really good. Don't throw this energy just anywhere. Make sure that when you pull it up, you throw it either up or away from the patient, client, whatever you want to call them, throw it away from them and yourself. If there's somebody standing beside you like an assistant, don't throw it on them. They will develop symptoms of back pain, or they could develop symptoms of back pain. So this feels pretty good right now. And so I'm going to check. I feel another deficiency now opened up here. And I can balance at 2 places using the half lotus. Okay? Detecting and balancing, moving up and down the spine or the back or anywhere on the body that there is pain. And as I'm doing this, I can feel these 2 areas balancing out. And if it ever gets too intense for me, I just clear all the stuff out of the way and go back and check for it again. Okay, that feels much better. So we're just going to kind of slowly move up. Alright, everything else feels pretty good. So we'll just brush off any excess energy and balancing technique number 1. The next technique that we're going to demonstrate, now that we've done the half lotus, is the fireball. Okay, so we're going to do our pre-technique build for the fireball. Okay, bringing the hands together, turning the ball. We'll do this for about 30 seconds. You don't have to do it for a great long time. Once we feel the heat building really good, then we're going to take it and we're going to slide it over the area that we're going to work on. And we're just going to hold here and relax. My hands, both hands are about 2 inches away from Dan's shoulder, and I'm going to feel for any kind of areas of deficiency or excess while I'm doing this. And if I feel them, then I'm just going to balance them out as I'm going. The fireball is good for general pain. I mean, generally just about anything. There are more intense techniques than the fireball, obviously, but it's one of the best general overall techniques. And as I continue to do this, Dan's shoulder joint will loosen up. Anything that's inside the shoulder will continue to break up. And when I feel my hands filling up, so to speak, I just give it a little toss, and give it that little toss. That removes any stagnation that I may have pulled out. So I go back, look for my blockages again. I balance those out. Okay. And you do these techniques as long as it feels necessary or comfortable to do. Like for instance, that should be enough to remove most of the surface blockages. If I was doing deeper work, I would want to do it for a longer period of time. The joint capsule is quite deep. You know, it's like 2 or 3 inches from the surface of the arm in. So it's going to take a few minutes of doing this technique to remove a lot of the blockages in the deep underlying tissue. The next technique that we're going to do is called the ring. Okay? The ring is very simple to do. We start out doing a fireball. Okay? And as we do the fireball, we continue to keep the half lotus shape. Okay? This time, we're going to be working on the arm instead of the shoulder. So I hold for a few seconds, and then I slowly start to move down the appendage and remove multiple blockages at one time by balancing out the whole appendage. As I get all the way down, I throw off, do my fireball again, go back to the top. I'll repeat this technique 3, maybe 5 times, just slowly moving down the appendage till I get to the end, and then I'll throw the energy out. The ring.